got the juice, I got the juice. 10 old Chatham's on. Foolies glad I'm home. Even my haters kinda glad I'm on. Rest in peace to my bag.
Hey, what's happening, guys? Best NHL Clips or Robbie here, and today we are back with episode number 2 of Story Times with Robbie. So in the background, once again, we got a bunch of packs that I opened up. You don't have to watch it, just listen. But please, thank you for all the support you gave on episode number 1. We hit almost 80 likes on the first episode of this series, which tells me you guys are loving this series. So I don't think we're gonna break that, but if we could push for maybe 50 likes, if all of you could leave a like on this episode if you enjoyed this series, I would love you guys forever. It really makes my day when you guys do that. But anyways, let's get right into this story. So basically, the story I'm going to be telling you guys today is about the time that I evacuated my entire college. Yes, that is right. When I went to college in September, I actually managed to evacuate not just, my class or where I was living or anything no, the whole college. I evacuated the whole college and 4 fire trucks showed up. Yeah, I'm not lying to you guys, okay? So this was every single class, every single shop, all the residents, every single theater, everything. Everybody in the college was out of there and out of there for, a couple hours. So this stopped all tests, learning sessions, pretty much the whole day. So what happened was I just came home from my class in the morning. So I have a lab class from 7 until 10 each Friday morning. And I decided, you know what? I feel like having a bacon and egg sandwich. So I got out the grill, I got out my bacon, I got out my eggs, started setting up, and I had my window cracked open to let things air out, all that good stuff. And I've made bacon in there 100 times already. Like I cooked bacon on a regular basis, so this was no issue. I was just going on with my regular daily routine in residence, and I started cooking my bacon and stuff like that once I got the grill set up. And I pull out my buns, I pull out my cheese, and my window's cracked open, everything, all ventilated, all that stuff. And I lay down my first strip of bacon. And no word of a lie, within 3 seconds of that first strip being laid down, I go to reach for my second strip, and not just my fire alarm, but every single fire alarm in the entire school, in the entire college, starts going off. And I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Fire drill, these happen every once in a while. We've had one already, so we'll go out and we'll check what's going on. So I turn everything off. I close up my window like you're supposed to do in case of a fire, lock my door, all the necessaries that you do in a fire drill and stuff like that. And I go downstairs to wait with the rest of the residents or, the rest of my friends. And we're sitting there for about 20-30 minutes and everybody's going, what's going on? Like, we don't understand this. And then fire truck after fire truck starts showing up, and we're still sitting there. We're like, oh well, it's probably just a fire drill, like we'll be fine. And then more fire trucks starts showing up, and we're going, okay, like, is there actually a fire here? So we're sitting there for about another 20 minutes. About 45 minutes have gone by, and then the head deputy chief of the fire department nearby comes out to where we're standing and goes, hey, does anybody live on the second floor? And a bunch of us put our hand up, and they go, hey, was anybody cooking? And me and one other person put our hand up, and they're like, what room are you in? And I said 205. I'm pretty sure. I think that was the room I was in. Anyways, I said my room number, and he goes, come with me. And I'm thinking, oh my fucking God. And all of my friends are, oh, Robbie, like, you're in shit. Like, one of those, okay? So I'm like, oh my God, like, what's going on? He's like, were you cooking? Like, did you burn something? I was just like, no. Like, I just started cooking. Like, I literally just turned on my pan and put down 1 strip of bacon. The piece of bacon's still raw. And the guy's like, okay, well, come upstairs with me. So we go upstairs, and there's like 7 firefighters standing outside of my door in my room. And they're like, that's odd. Nothing smells burnt. There's no, like, fire, anything. Like, did you try and ditch it? Did you try and, like, hide it, throw it away? I was like, no, like, seriously. Like, everything, like, that raw piece of bacon right there is the only piece. And they took out one of those infrared lights that check for, like, I don't know, has to do with firefighters have them, and they check for like where smoke hit and like all that stuff, and they couldn't find anything except for one little spat of grease that must have flew up off the piece of bacon, hit my fire detector, and tripped every fire alarm in the entire school. And there's security standing there. There's all these firefighters, the deputy chiefs, and they're going, well, that is absolutely crazy. They're like, honestly, you did nothing wrong. You did everything right. I just can't believe this happened. And I'm like, you guys scared the shit out of me. Like, oh my God. And they're like, we're not going to fine you. You're not going to be any disciplinary charges or anything like that. But just try and hold off on cooking bacon from here on out. And he goes on to tell me about this girl who was cooking toast. And when she heard all the fire alarms go off because she left it in there too long, she threw a blanket over it, being a idiot and all that stuff, and actually caused a fire. But no, they said I took all the right precautions and stuff like that, but I managed to evacuate my entire school. It was just ridiculous. So anyways, that is my story on basically how I evacuated my entire school. And I walk back outside and all my friends are cheering, yeah, Robbie, clapping their hands and stuff, just making fun of me. And I walk past a group of professors and I go, can a guy just cook his breakfast around here without setting off the entire fire alarms in all of the college? And everybody started laughing about it. But oh my goodness, I did not get let down for it for the rest of the year. Everybody still rips onto me to this day. Every time we had a fire alarm, anytime anything like that happened, everybody goes, Robbie, would you stop cooking? And they basically just blame it all on me now. And so that's basically my story for today on how I evacuated my entire college. I didn't get in any shit. And basically, it's crazy just how it happened. I never thought something like that would happen. They asked me if I hid the piece of bacon in my garbage or anything like that. And no, it was actually a raw piece of bacon. Nothing burnt, nothing. And they took the raw piece and showed my resident supervisor and stuff, and nobody could believe it. It was ridiculous. Just how does something like this happen? But yeah, that is my story for today. So please, once again, if you guys enjoy these stories, make sure to leave a like down below. Ask me what kind of story you'd like to hear next. High school stories, college stories, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a great day, you sexy studs.